Hi friends, remember me? It's been a whole week back at home and things are going really well. I had a little wiggle day one, but after that it's been great. So what I wanted to do today is to show you what my setup at home looks like and how I'm able to continue with my personal space and my personal sort of growth plans regardless of what's going on around me and all the other distractions in the house that I am avoiding very successfully. So I'm going to share this with you now. So this is my room. It was originally just a guest room, but also my space, and so I have decorated it and made it something that feels great to me, inspiring, happy, free of distractions, and nobody else had a single say in anything in this room. First point to note, this door is locked. When this door is locked, nobody comes in my room, and I have a little sign on the outside which says stop or go. And that way even my little grandson knows that Nana's busy and you can't come in right now. When the door's open, you can. This is a little collage I put together for my husband and I's 25th anniversary. There it is, 1996 where it started. Look. Dark hair, see, that's how I was. And then where it was in 2021, being blonde, or pretending to be anyway. So this is here. On my wall, I have original artwork by my son. Check him out at I'm a Dirty Sandwich Art. And then my little grandson, because of course my son has him painting and creating. There's my inspiration, my favorite city in the world, New York. And then I found, because I had multiple storage units in this room, that it was a little bit crowded and busy and distracting. And so what I did was, this is a Murphy bed right here, white. So I used vinyl to make it pink, so I wanted to add color. And then the New York City canvas is actually from IKEA, but I didn't frame it. I just glued it onto the wall, and then I do need to still edge it with some wood just so it looks nice and finished. This is also an IKEA cabinet, which gives me extra storage for all sorts of things. Currently I keep my travel stuff up there, some of my aesthetic things. I've got snacks in the bottom. And then this corner is just my little inspo corner. I sit and read. I have the most comfy chair on the planet, a little poof. My side table, which usually has my phone charging on it or a book that I'm reading. And then I have a canvas like laundry hamper where I throw my pillow and minky blanket that goes on my bed, and I'll show you that situation later. And then up here, just some things that inspire me. Some books I've read, gifts from kids, and then just things that represent the people I love. And then what I did was I took fabric, well, curtains actually from IKEA, and I covered my closet, because closet doors just aren't attractive to me at all, and I didn't want the expense of replacing them, because a closet needs to be there and it is practical. I got the extra long ones so I could put them right at the ceiling and all the way down. And then when I cut off the bottom, I used the extra up here to cover this area. And behind this is where I store all of my like boxes and storage containers from luxury purchases that if I ever wanted to resell, I have the box and receipts up there. So they're all stacked like Russian dolls and up there out of the way. But then I matched this paint color exactly to the drapes. So I bought the curtain first, then I matched the paint, and that's how I neutralized all the trim, everything. And then on this side of the room, the navy blue. I've actually considered doing the ceiling to make it a little bit more moody, but for now that's it. This is the window wall, and so I used a peel and stick wallpaper in the same blue. Not too busy, love it. And I actually got my inspiration for the color and design, believe it or not, if you can see this, from a Dior. Oh, I want to say Christmas.
The front 21 big is the same as this, but the first 21 big to back, like people with these.
2019 maybe. That was their packaging, and it was beautiful. Now this little end of the room, this is my function. This is Nat and how I function. All of these cubes I've had for years and years and years. These are all my scrapbook supplies, organized, labeled, put away. And I took off all the handles, spray painted them in this champagne gold, and then I used another peel and stick that has a gold edge to it. You can see, and that gave that a really nice classy upgrade. And then I used the same peel and stick on a cheap trash can from IKEA, because who doesn't need a trash can? I know I do. The last thing is just kitchen cabinets. These were kitchen cabinets. At the time I really liked the wood trim. It looks okay in the room. I'm contemplating changing these out either to white or, you know, something else in the gold realm, but for now they work. And this is where I have, you know, my office supplies, things like that. Alrighty, there's my little inspo desk. This is my very favorite bag. I call her York. And this is my very this is my first Lady Dior that I got as kind of a nod to my British heritage and the royal life that I moved from. But yeah, that's my lady. And that's how my room looks during the day. So I have a little bit of things I like to look at. I've got my practical to-dos. All these things have arrived in the last few days as gifty type things. And then this is where I do my work. So this is how it looks during the day. I'm working here. I'm sitting here listening. And it's my room. It's quiet and it's perfect. Well, what do you think? It's pretty cool, right? I guess it's not for everyone, but this is absolutely perfect for me and very functional, very practical, and I have not been disturbed in this room. When I'm in here, when I block the time, I'll wear my headphones sometimes, so even if someone knocked on the door, I wouldn't know they're there. So it's really helping me with my distraction problem, which was the reason I had to take off, if I'm honest. So this is how my evening routine is working out. When I'm done at work or with all my things for the day, I start my evening with a planning sheet. This is my sheet for the next day, and I found that if I plan the night before, it helps my morning to be more effective. So I do my plan of the things I want to do for each day, and you can see I've now set out my mind, body, spirit into 5 areas, and so that way I can make sure they're all filled equally, and that's how I feel balanced. So this goes on the counter, and then I have a tray on my counter. Let me just go like this. I have a tray on my counter which has my gratitude book, my angel cards. I now have a list of affirmations and mantras that I keep close at hand in case I'm struggling in the morning. I have a little cap. And up here in my cupboard above, this is where I have all my supplements and things that I'll need in the morning. And so I take all of those and I set them on the tray so they're right in front of me, even with an empty glass. So I just need to go to the bathroom that's right outside this door, get some water, and I can do my morning rituals without any disturbance or excuse. It's right there in my hand. All right, so I have my morning laid out with my supplements, my morning routine, my plan for the day, and now I'm going to put away the things that are on my desk. So my cup of pens can just go there, my workbooks go up here next to my supplements. I've got my little trash can, which most days gets full, so I dump that into my big one. Oops. Just sits on my desk. I usually put my dump journal over next to the bed, and I'll show you that in a second. There's my letter I need to post for my mom, and then I'll take my laptop, put it down next to my window for just a second. Hi. And now that we've changed angles, I'm just going to take my poof, put it on the chair for a second. Scoot those just tiny bit. This chair I bring over towards my closet for now. And then my table just folds like this. You just scoot scooch it towards my window. Right there. And now down comes my bed. Look at that, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So there's my bed. Yes, I bought white, because when there's no kids or dogs or people allowed in your room, you can have white bedding. I lay my bed out, there's a pillow. I throw my Minky on here. He doesn't love a soft blankie. And of course, my buddy. And now from the other angle, I just take my chair and I pop it in the doorway to get a little space. I put my poof back down. And now I hang out either on my chair or my bed. I know you're probably wondering what this means to my husband, but I do get this whole set up, and then I actually go to bed in my room, but with every intent on the weeknights to wake up in this room. So what happens between me going in there and coming back in here is completely not for the video, but we are definitely hanging out and spending the evenings together, falling asleep together. But a lot of times I wake up or I'm woken and I just head in here, and that way in the morning I get to start my morning routine without that distraction. Because what I did find that on my first week was that I was in an old comfortable space and just chilling in bed, and then I was on my phone, or I'd put the TV on or something else that was not helpful. And so I was trending in kind of a, not downward, but just definitely a decline. So I said, all right, weekdays I have to wake up in this room so I can do my stuff. And so that's what's been happening. I will fast forward and show you what the morning looks like. So I've been setting my alarm so that I can wake up at a good time. If it's a work day, then it needs to be early enough that I can do my morning things without interrupting with getting to work on time. But it usually starts out just with my dump journal. And then I usually keep my headphones here as well. So first thing in the morning, I can put on some meditation type music, which helps me to think through my positive affirmations, some mantras I now have that I like to work through. And it really just sets me up in a positive mindset. Then I usually scooch to the end of my bed, which is where my other books are. And I kind of just pull on that and I'll sit here and do some writing. I'll check over my plan for the day, see if all of that's still valid. Is there anything I need to add, take away? And I take a couple of my early morning medicines. At this point, I usually pick out something that I can listen to, podcast, book, or something that will kind of just keep my head in a positive space while I do some of the manual things, which would be putting my bedroom back in order. So let me show you how quick and easy that happens. Ready to go for the day. What do you think? Think I got it figured out for home? I do. I love it. I love this room. I love how I feel in here. I love how private it is, how pretty it is. It inspires me, and I'm excited to continue sharing things as I figure them out that maybe you can implement in your life to make it a little less chaotic, a little more intentional, and with a positive spin. So see you next week.